I hope you are doing well. My name is Elijah and welcome as we look at this concept known as calculus. Okay, now in calculus we have two major concepts. One is known as differentiation and another one is known as integration. So we want to begin with something known as differentiation. Okay. Now differentiation generally means finding the rate of change. So means finding the rate of change. Yes, finding the rate of change in a given function. Yeah. Now when we do differentiation for the first time, it is known as the first order condition. First order condition or first order derivative. Okay. And when you do for the second time, then we'll call it second order condition or derivative. Second order condition or derivative. Okay, so this will be second order condition or derivative. Yes. Now what are the rules of doing that? Okay, we can establish some few rules. Are we to be learning statistics or rather the deeper statistics? There are several rules of differentiation, like 10 or rather 12 of them, but let's learn some basic ones which will help us in doing quantitative techniques. Yes. Now the first one, let's assume you are given some exponent, let's say 3x squared. So given some exponent, maybe 3x squared, what should you do with it? You take this power, maybe let me get a different pen, like a red pen. I think this will be useful. You take this power and multiply it from behind that number. Okay, and then again take that power and subtract it by 1. So what do? You take the power of the variable. What do you mean by variable? Variable means x, y, z, etc. Maybe you have 4y squared. So you take these 2 is a power, so you multiply by 2 behind that constant, and then that power you minus 1. Yes. So sasa kama in this our case, it will be 2 times 3, that is 6. X power 2 minus 1 is 1. And of course the number raised by 1 is just that number. So in short, the number is 6x. Yes, as simple as that. So that if say y is 3x squared, then differentiating that number, that is dy dx, will give us, we said that these two we multiply by kutoka hapo nyuma and then tunasema minus 1, so that will be 6x power 1 or rather 6x. Now this one we will call it first order condition. We might call it first order condition, but you don't need to say first order condition because the examiner knows that dy dx is first order condition. Yes. Now let's assume another example. Let's assume maybe let me give another example. Maybe you have a function saying y equals to, so maybe this is part A, maybe part B, y equals to 4x cubed, okay, maybe plus 21x squared plus 13, for example. Okay, maybe, yeah, that is enough. So let's assume that we want to do dy dx and d squared. In short, we want to do the first order condition and the second order condition. Okay, if you want to do the first order condition, what will be our answer? Let me get a different pen color. The answer will be dy dx equals to, you see we said these 3 you multiply kutoka nyuma inakuwa hapo alafu na minus 1, so that the answer will be 3 times 4 is 12. So itakupea 12x power, hapa ilikuwa 3 tume minus 1, so inabaki ngapi? Power 2. So the answer will be 12x squared. Okay, plus these 2 tunaleta hapa nyuma, tuna multiply, inakuwa 2 times 21, that is 42. So 42x tuna minus 1 hapo, inakuwa power 1 plus hii 13 haina x, and we are differentiating y when there is x. That is what dy dx means. We are differentiating y with respect to x. So kama hakuna x, tuna ignore that number. So in short, jibu yetu itaishia hapo. So tukisimplify, in short, jibu itakuwa ni 12x squared plus 42x. Juu power 1 tu ni same kama ukiignore hiyo power. Hiyo ni first order condition. So wacha tufanye second order condition, tuone vile itakaa. Second order condition means d squared y, or it is written as d squared y over dx squared. Yes, d squared y over dx squared. So itakuwa aje? So you remember you have this. Maybe let me get a different pen color again. A different color, I think that is okay. So remember we have this as the answer. So hii 2 tutaleta hapa nyuma, tuseme times 2. So 2 times 12 will give us 24. So that is 24x. Hiyo 2 to minus 1. So 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Plus 42x. 42x tulisema ni kama 2, 42x power 1. So 42x power 1, hiyo 1 tunaleta hapa, tuna multiply na hiyo 42. So jibu inakuwa ni 42. X power 1. 1 minus 1, jibu inakuwa 0. 42x power 0. Sasa we should know that any number raised to power 0, any number, whether ni an alphabet or a numeral, raised to power 0 is 1. Yes, any number raised to power 0 is 1. So in short, tukisummarize hii, of course jibu itakuwa 24x juu power 1 ni kama 2x plus any number raised to power 0 is 1. So x power 0 jibu yake ni 1. So 42 times 1 itakupea ngapi? Itakupea 42. So our answer for the second order condition, or rather d squared y over dx squared, itakuwa ni 24x plus 42. Yes, as simple as that. Now that is the major basic rule that you need to know. The major basic rule that you need to know. That what you do, hiyo variable power yake una minus 1, alafu hiyo power before minus 1 kwanza una multiply kutoka nyuma ya constant. Na kama jibu iko tu constant peke yake, hiyo unawachana nayo. Kwa sababu like in this case vile tulisema, hatuhitaji kudifferentiate 13 juu haina x. Yes. Kwa sababu we said tuna differentiate y saa zile kuna x. Yes. Good. So tumelearn the first major rule, the most important rule. Next, I want us to learn another rule. So rule number 2 is regarding what we call as partial derivatives. Partial derivatives. Now what do we mean by partial derivatives? We mean that we want to differentiate a given function partly. Sio yote, partly. Now this is applied in a case where you have more than one variable. Okay? So that maybe unapata y equals to 24xy xz maybe plus 42xz and something like that. So, e.g., let's assume that we have y equals to maybe let's say 13x cubed z squared maybe plus maybe let's say 14x squared x squared z cubed maybe plus 3x z maybe plus 21 for example. So ukaambiwa find or do the partial derivatives. Yeah. So that tutapata dy dx tena tutapata dy dz. So tukipata dy dx inamaanisha tuna differentiate y saa zile kuna x peke yake. Meaning that kama kuna mali hakuna x tunawachana nayo. Maybe let me add something more. Maybe plus maybe 21x for example. Plus what else can I add? Plus 8z maybe plus 40. Yeah, I think that will be better for illustration. So Kama hapa kuna x hapa, hapa kuna x, hapa kunayo, hapa hakuna, tunawachana nayo. So let's do it. So itakuwa ni, let me get a different pen color like a red pen. I think a red pen will do. Okay, maybe I can reduce the weight of that color. Yeah, that is okay. So kama hapa tuna differentiate with respect to x. So kwa hii x, hiyo power 3 tuna multiply hapa nyuma, alafu tuna minus 1. So jibu itakuwa ni ngapi? 39. 3 times 13 is 39. So dy dx will be 39x power 2. 3 minus 1, 2. Alafu hiyo z atu differentiate juu, tuna differentiate y, saa zile kuna nini, saa zile kuna x. So hiyo z squared tuna assume ni constant. So tunawachana nayo. So itabaki tu z squared. Itabaki tu hivyo. Plus tukuje hapa. Hii 2 to multiply nayo hapo nyuma to minus 1. So that 2 times 14 will give us that is how much? 28. So 28x power 1, hiyo ni kama 2x. Alafu hiyo z tunachukua tu vile iko hivyo, z power 3. Okay? Plus tukuje hapa. Hiyo ni kama x power 1. So 1 times 3. Okay? Alafu minus 1. So itakuwa ngapi? 3x. 1 minus 1 ni 0, power 0. Alafu na hiyo z itakuwa tu hapo. Plus hapa kuna 21x. Okay? So hiyo ni kama x power 1. So times 1 minus 1. Okay? So itakuwa ngapi? 1 times 21 is 21. So 21x power 0. Alafu hapa hii ni 8z. Z tunawachana nayo. Mbona? Juu tuna differentiate y, saa zile kuna nini, saa zile kuna x. So tunawachana nayo. Next, plus 40. 40 haina x, haina z, tunawachana nayo. So jibu yetu imeishia hapo. Maybe to simplify further ndio tutoe hizo power 0. In short, jibu itakuwa ni 39x squared z squared plus 28x z power 3 plus 3x s power 0 ni kama 2, 3 juu any number raised to power 0 is that number is 1, sorry. So itakuwa 3 z plus 21x power 0 is like 21. So tumemaliza hivyo kwa kudifferentiate y with respect to x. Now let's do the opposite. We differentiate y with respect to z. So dy dz itakuwa aje? Dy dz. Maybe let me get a different pen color to do that. Dy dz tuone vile itakaa. So tuna differentiate y saa zile kuna z. So hii z tunachukua hii 2 tuna multiply nayo hapa, hiyo kwa hiyo 13, alafu tuna minus 1. So jibu itakuwa 2 times 13, that is 26. So jibu itakuwa 26 x power 3 tabaki vile iko juu ya to differentiate, juu tuna differentiate z peke yake saa hii. So 26 x power 3 alafu z power 1 juu 2 minus 1. Okay, next plus hapa kwa z kuna 3 hapa, so 3 times 14. 3 times 14, I think that should give you 42. So plus 42 x power 2 tunaacha vile iko tu hivyo. Z ilikuwa power 3 minus 1, so z power 2. Okay, plus 3. Hii z ni kama iko power 1 minus 1, of course times 1 hapo, so itabaki 1 times 3 ni 3, so 3x power 1. Alafu z 1 minus 1 is 0, z power 0. Okay, plus 21x. Hii haina z, so tunawachana nayo. Next tukuja hapa 8z, hiyo ni kama z power 1, so minus 1 of course times 1. So itakuwa 8z power 0. Okay, plus 40 haina x, haina z, tunawachana nayo. So in short, let's simplify this tuone tunapata ngapi. Jibu itakuwa ni 26x power 3 z plus 42x squared z squared plus 3x, juu z power 0 ni kama 1. Okay, plus 8 juu z power 0 ni kama 1. Good. So that is what you need to know regarding partial derivatives. Good. I think tumemaliza kusoma the rules regarding differentiation. So I'll stop there for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to apply the concepts of differentiation. Thank you.